Force on the sidelines tonight as well. And the Lakers starting five. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Gabe Vincent out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hachimura in at small forward. And for the Warriors, inside it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Stephen Curry is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Wiggins in at the three. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Now here's Curry, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Memphis. And here's Schroeder outside. Davis with a rebound. Here's Hachimura. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, Hachimura flexing on the inside now.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. And Davis with the block.
Look at the defense on display there from Davis. Lines up the shot and with perfect timing swats it away.
Green against James, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career. Amazing to think about Draymond Green and the career arc he's had thus far. He really can guard any position on the floor. He can make plays. Really a unique talent.
And both free throws good for Green.
Yeah, what really sets Draymond apart is that tenacity. I mean, he never stops fighting you. I mean, any second he's on the floor, he's competing and he's coming at you.
Now here's Vincent. Coming off a 12-point game. Davis can't hit. Out to the wing. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Vincent. Excellent D there from Davis. Pass to James. Back to Hachimura. Now here's Davis. With the fadeaway. And the shot goes down.
So cool to watch AD at his size be able to move like that and take a jumper from the mid-range.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He was just marveling at LeBron's ability to take advantage of any mistake you make, even a minor one. He said, if you're even a half step away from a guy defensively, LeBron will find that person. Coach is asking his guys to stay connected to shooters tonight.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Reeves. James deciding where to go with it. Davis a screen to the inside. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Schroeder can't get it to go. And James has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They trail by one.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
To the paint. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive. And he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
First trip to the line for him here. And he can't get the first one.
Well, Schroeder out there still hustling around. Now he uses that speed and some of his cunning to find those passing lanes.
And he's good on the second. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. And Steve Kerr calls time out here. The coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. The fourth spot held by the Warriors, the Lakers in fifth.
During last season, both of these teams were just unselfish, piling up the assist.
Outside Curry, down low, tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Curry against Davis. Pass to James. Hachimura with a screen on Green. Outside for Davis. Shot clock at 6. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Wiggins. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's a snappy dribble move from Wiggins, carving out some space.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Pass to Hachimura. Back to James. Hachimura with a screen on Green. Here's James. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night.
Shooting for Los Angeles, LeBron James at the line for one.
That free throw good from James.
And it feels like there's been a crossover where basketball fans over the past 2 seasons are really appreciating the longevity and greatness of LeBron James.
Now here's Curry. Still no points. Stolen by Davis. Now the Lakers moving it up. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And that one misses. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Here's Davis, following the score by Golden State. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Hachimura sets a screen. Here's James.
And these are the nights where Wiggins can look like an all-star defensive player. Good tools on that end. This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Curry against Reeves. Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. 4-3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Curry doing it again with the quickest releases we've ever seen.
Outside Reeves. Back to Vincent. Pass to James. Fades back. Davis misses.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Wiggins passes to Schroeder. From the strike. And Reeves pulls it down.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Deflects the pass. Now James. We saw him with 19 his last time out. 5 to shoot. Fade away. And he gets it to go off the front iron. James has got 5 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And the Warriors make some changes. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Green. And it's Buddy Hield in for Schroeder. Connects checked in for Los Angeles. Russell comes in for Vincent. Hield for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
James outside. Inside. And here comes the break. And he lobs it up. Russell against Curry. To the middle. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Lakers have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Outside Reeves. Reeves with a screen on Wiggins. Back to Reeves. Here's Davis. Looney with some nice D.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Hield finds Looney. Outside Curry. From behind the arc. And it's Connect with a rebound. The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Russell. Oh, got a piece of it. Curry with a steal. And he lays it in on the break. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I like it when Steph uses some of that quickness and craftiness on the defensive end.
Davis with a screen on Kuminga to the inside. It's stolen by Looney. And they're pushing it up. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. The Lakers with the ball. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Clock at 6. For 3, James. And the three-pointer goes. James has got his third basket on the night right there.
Over time, LeBron has only become a bigger three-point threat. You can't really allow him those shots. The easy ones are open ones.
Now here's Wiggins. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Curry, no good. Curry against Davis. Pass to Connect. Russell with the ball. Screen by James. Russell against Curry. Russell to pass to Reeves. Over Hield. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Curry. The Lakers making a switch here. Here's Payton. Outside Pajemski. From outside the arc. Pure from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 2.
A great job by Payton, just seeing the floor and then making the play for someone else.
That one goes. Count it.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Looney. Outside Kuminga. Four on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. He drops it from range. Podziemski's got 6.
You can see more and more of that first-team mentality developing with Kuminga looking for the teammate's best shot.
Fires the 3. Looney grabs a miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Podziemski. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, even though Hield can pull up from anywhere, you love that he's always looking to find a shot for his teammate.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Dubs, Podziemski. Shooting 1.
What a rookie year for Brandon Podziemski. A seamless transition into the league.
And talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. Now, that's some heady play for a rookie. Podziemski, he's got a great calmness and a great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
GP2 being a second-generation star, that comes with some challenges, but he's definitely his own man out there on the floor.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And he sinks the second. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Christie. Still without a bucket. Tipped.
Fantastic defense. When Payton's roaming nearby, you gotta be careful trying to get your shot off.
6 on the shot clock. It's good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Hield. Pass to Podziemski. Fires from deep. It's Hayes with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Russell. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, did he?
He did.
That's going to count. It to fall.
Put it on the board.
So nice. Whoa. The heave to beat the buzzer.
Woo. That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Lakers trail by 5. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Anderson in at the 4 slot. That's the Warriors 5. Reddish misses. Golden State has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, can have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
And so he hits both. Now here's Vincent. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Davis. Pretty finish in close by Davis.
So consistent down there. Davis just goes about his business, punches the clock, and whether there's space or not, he can still score.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. Jackson Davis with it. 6 to shoot. And here's Podziemski. There's the three. Connects from downtown. Podziemski's got 15 points.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Schroeder against Davis. Outside Podziemski. There's a screen. Back to Schroeder. Out left to the wing. Outside Podziemski. There's the triple. Another three for Golden State.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Pass to Davis. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. AD beasting down low.
Well, at that range, Davis is pretty much automatic. He's going to score it.
Outside Schroeder. Here's Podziemski. Launches it. It's hauled in by Reddish.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Up top, Anderson. Hachimura covering. Anderson passes to Schroeder. No good with the triple. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 9-point game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And David West in the house. Take it in the game.
You know, West won a pair of rings with the franchise. I'm sure Warrior fans are happy to see him here in the building.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That one's off. Good on the second one. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. 5th on the list, the Warriors.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Vincent. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Pajemski. Takes a three. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Reddish with it. Payton covering. Reddish passes to Vincent. Reddish, a screen on Schroeder. Here's Vincent on the take. Good D by Payton.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Reddish against Payton. Outside Pajemski. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Outside Reddish. And here's Hachimura. Back to Reddish. Pass to Vincent. Davis with a screen on Schroeder. Counted for Vincent.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Outside Schroeder. Here's Payton. It's Pajemski on the wing. With the floater. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for the Dubs, Pajemski. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Lakers trail by 9. Vincent passes to Reddish. Back to Vincent. Down low. It's tipped. And here's Schroeder. He's got 6. Pass to Pajemski. Jackson Davis with it. Anderson with it. Hachimura covering. Here's Pajemski. Shot clock at 5. Sends it home from 3-point land. Pajemski's got 25 points in the game. And he's going for the lob. Now Hachimura. Pass to Christie. Davis with it. Jackson Davis on him. And finished off by Davis.
That size and athleticism makes it look easy. AD up on the rim.
Jackson Davis with it. Here's Payton. Second chance effort. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 12. Vincent passes to Reddish. High post Davis. Reddish finds Davis. Back to Reddish. 5 on the clock. Here's Christie. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. The Warriors lead by 10. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Pajemski. And there's the screen. Drives to the hoop. Here's Jackson Davis. And Davis with the block.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
Shot from 12. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Pajemski. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It's on Rui Hachimura.
At the line for the Dubs, Pajemski. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
And he makes a first. And some changes here for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Anderson. And it's Curry in for Payton. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I like how he's upped his aggressiveness here, finding ways to get to the line in this second quarter.
James passes to Reeves. Clock at 6. Pass to connect. The three is up. The Warriors pull it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Schroeder from the arc. Knocked loose. Here's Podziemski. The kick out to Wiggins. The three ball. The Lakers with a rebound. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Davis finds Reeves. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
Well, we've seen Davis expand his game. You can see it there with the playmaking.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. And the Warriors make some changes. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Draymond Green comes in for Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Schroeder. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Vincent. James with a steal. Pass to Reeves. Over Hield. And there's Reeves. That one's good on the assist from James. Reeves has got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for Golden State. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside, Green. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Reeves with the ball. And it's Hield picking him up. Inside. Here's Looney. And Looney with the slam.
And Looney is so long. Gets up there and rushes it.
Now Russell. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Down low. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And this will be his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
2 shots.
That free throw good from James. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Oh, look at Draymond flexing with that finish.
Tough shot from Draymond Green, but he brings this out of his squad and frustrates the opponent.
And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the 2nd best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brendan.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
Curry gets the bucket.
Smart shot selection from Curry, just finding a gap in the defense.
Reeves against Hield.
2 minutes.
Outside Russell. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Wiggins got 4 rebounds now. Outside Hield. Pass to Looney. And here's Wiggins. Over connect. Here's Green. Russell with the rebound. Lakers trail by 11. Here's James. There's the strength of the King.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 11.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Hield against Reeves. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Green, the pass to Hield. The kick out, Curry. Wiggins with a screen on Russell to the paint. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Shot and game clock separated by 5. They set the pick. Outside Reeves. All alone. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside. Curry gets it to go. Through the defense as well.
Steph out there puppeteering the defense, skilled at finishing around or over inside.
Here's James. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
LeBron James. 1 shot.
That free throw good from James. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ending the quarter up 10. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Guys, thanks. Andrew, this team has set the tone at the defensive end. What's working for you?
We just got after it. That's the main thing. We just try to make them uncomfortable, test everything, and, we were converting on the other side.
It's all about the effort. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You take a look at the Lakers. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Golden State Warriors.
They built this lead by being aggressive and getting to the line. I'm not talking about the cheap stuff either. They're not just jumping into the defenders. They're playing old school, hard basketball.
Shaq, I'd love to see you jump into a defender to draw the whistle. You'd go to the line, he'd go into the 8th row. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You got to like what we're seeing from Brandon Podziemski.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Here's Reeves. And so in the game for the Lakers, it's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Austin Reeves out there with Gabe Vincent. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position to the inside. Oh, a huge finish. AD, my goodness.
great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Outside Schroeder. And Davis with the block. Pass to Reeves. And here's Davis, covered by Jackson Davis. Davis drawing the double team. For three, James. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his third assist of the night. Now Jackson Davis. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Green. James with a steal. He's all alone. And it's James with the jam.
A dangerous two-way threat. When LeBron gets a steal, watch out. His first thought is to attack.
Outside Schroeder. Up top, Jackson Davis. Check by Davis. Shot clock at 6. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Vincent. And that one is hammered home.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Curry, a screen on Davis. Wiggins from long range. Wiggins for the triple.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins, deadly enough from that spot.
Reeves against Curry. Reeves, the pass to James. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Reeves. Looking back at last season, the best when it comes to shot blocking. The fourth spot held by Anthony Davis.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Curry against Reeves. Curry passes to Wiggins. Here's Hachimura, and it's slammed in by Hachimura.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Schroeder passes to Green. Back to Schroeder. Green, a screen. And again, no good by Golden State.
A struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And it's Hachimura missing. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Wiggins. Wiggins throws it down.
I think there were some toughness questions around Andrew Wiggins. Not anymore. This guy has become a pretty gritty player.
Outside Reeves. James, a screen on Curry. Back to James. Davis down low, covered by Jackson Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Vincent. Three-pointer, no good. The Warriors lead by 4. Curry surveys. Outside Schroeder. The 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Schroeder's got 9 points.
Well, Schroeder likes to drive first, now establishing the shoot first confidence. Love watching him rise up immediately after the catch.
Davis with a screen on Schroeder. Vincent passes to Davis. On the wing, Davis. Davis drawing the double team. And here's Reeves outside. The Warriors pull it in. Wiggins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Green in the post. He's covered by Vincent. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. They trail by 7. Davis lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 16 points for him. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. James against Green. Pass to Curry. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Just another day at the office for Steph Curry, making this look easy.
Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's Vincent. He's got 5. Just 5 on the clock. Davis with a screen on Schroeder. And there's James from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Left side, Green. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Green, a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great look, but off the mark.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Curry against Reeves. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Davis. Green against James. Off target at the rim. The Warriors lead by 7. Outside Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Grant, once again, Stephen Curry hit 300 threes last season. Man, he's in a class of his own.
Well, there have been 7 300-plus three-point seasons ever. Stephen has 5 of them. He has the only 400 three-point year ever. So, yeah, B.A., Stephen has created his own class.
Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Schroeder. Back to Russell. Pass to Reeves. To the middle. That's tipped. Curry against Russell.
Oh, when Steph gets into the lane, he does a great job of shifting and moving the ball around and does not go away from the contact, forcing a foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
And that one falls for Curry.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
And so Curry nails both of them.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Russell against Curry. Davis, the pass to Russell. Wiggins looking around to the paint. Here's Kuminga, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Reeves against Wiggins to win the drought. Look at Davis use his length.
Even facing good defense, Davis can make it look easy.
Now here's Curry. He's got 17. Wiggins finds Hield. Now here's Kuminga. The three from Curry. Curry rises up and hits the three.
He can score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
And the Lakers have possession. A 12-point game. Pass to Davis. Davis drawing the double team. Davis with a screen on Curry. Here's Russell. It's tipped. And they get it back. It's stolen by Hield. Nice D from Reddish. Lakers trail by 12. Throws it up high. And Davis slams it home.
And being so aggressive on the offensive end, Davis is doing all he can to find some points.
Curry passes to Hield. Back to Curry. And it's blocked by Davis. Pass to Reddish. Puts up a three. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
Now, we know Reddish can sink it from the outside. For him, it's about staying confident with that kind of shot.
Out to Hield. Jackson Davis with it. Davis on him. Here's Hield. Nice D from Reddish. Lakers trail by 7. Pass to Russell. Down low. Here's Connect. And he banks in the layup. Connect's got his first basket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Wiggins passes to Kuminga. Outside Hield. And here's Curry. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. And Reeves pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Connect. Here's Davis, covered by Jackson Davis. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Here's Reddish. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Hield.
Reddish in constant motion that time and able to draw foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Payton comes in for Wiggins. And Podziemski subbed in for Curry. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. 1:57 left in the third. Hield passes to Looney. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
If you have the good fortune of playing next to superstars in this league, there are certain guys who thrive in that environment, and Kevon Looney has been one of them.
And he drops the first. Second free throw, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 9-1 run. And there's 1:38 left in the third. Has to connect. The three. It's rebounded by Golden State. It's a 4-point ball game. Here's Podziemski again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Looney continues to work on trying to find ways to stretch out his game. That jumper helps.
Now here's Russell, defended by Podziemski. Russell into the lane, and the shot's good. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Outside Podziemski. Looney, a screen on Russell. Podziemski. And it's all from three-point range.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Russell. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession.
Oh, Kuminga! Hop for days!
Oh, that's impressive. Kuminga with the catch and the flush.
Outside Russell. They set a pick. On the wing, Davis. Over Looney. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Warriors on top, up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
You gain control. Come on now. Every pass, every possession. Play with a purpose. We talked about this, all right? Solid plays every time. Right now. Come on.
Ooh, some fire in Coach Kerr's voice right there, demanding his team kick it up a notch.
Great intensity from Coach. Less than happy with his team's effort right now.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. They've got Buddy Hield. Kevon Looney is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Gary Payton II, and it's Podziemski in at the 1. That's the Warriors 5. Inside. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
Pass to Looney. Podziemski with it. Takes the 3. Sinks it from distance. Podziemski's got 30 points.
Well, Looney knows his role. Good at keeping the ball moving and finding the right man for the shot.
Hayes finds Russell. Outside Reddish. From downtown. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
3 points.
Russell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Hield. Russell with the rebound.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Outside Reddish. Russell against Hield. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Hayes misses. The Warriors lead by 4. Pass to Payton. Here's Podziemski for 3. The shot off that time. Russell with the ball. Now Podziemski defending. Hayes misses. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Anderson passes to Payton. Outside Podziemski. Looney, a screen on Russell. Here's Podziemski. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Podziemski's got 5 points now this quarter.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And Los Angeles making a change here. James is checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Off the inbound pass. And again, the Lakers, no good. The Warriors lead by 6. Outside Podziemski. Here's Hield. And it's Connect with a rebound. Connect's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hield up top. Pass to Payton. Now here's Looney. 6 on the shot clock. The deep 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Reddish has got 4 rebounds now. James outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And getting to the line at will, James using his smarts these days to draw those kind of shooting fouls.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Schroeder, he's checked in for Podziemski. Both free throws good from James.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Looney finds Hield. Sinks the tray. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there. Just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Schroeder passes to Looney. Reddish against Payton. Outside Hield.
Lakers foul. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Hachimura is checked in for Los Angeles.
For the Lakers. Number 28, Rui Hachimura.
5 to shoot. Pass to Anderson. Over James. Kept alive. Out to Schroeder. And there's a pick. Launches a 3. Hachimura with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now James. Anderson covers. Reddish with it. Pass to Hayes. James outside. That 3's off the mark. The Warriors lead by 7. Hield from outside. Counted from distance.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And here's James. Pass to Hayes. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
When LeBron came into the league, we knew he was authentically more a playmaker than a scorer. So whatever way it takes to get his team to get points, LBJ is good with it.
Right side Anderson. The floater. And down it goes. 2 points. Anderson's gotten his first points in this one.
They're capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Great open look there.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first three of this half.
Pass to Payton. Jacks up a three. Out to Hield. Let's go with a three. Rebound, the Lakers. Outside Russell. Fires for three. Drops in the three. Now just a 4-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, there's not a lot of spots, at least in the last couple years, that we've seen that Russell is not confident in firing it from.
Outside Anderson to the inside. Here's Hield. It's good. Hield's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
To the paint. Stolen by Anderson. Outside Schroeder. Now Looney. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Reddish on the wing. Fires the three. Anderson pulls it down. The Warriors lead by 6. Pass to Schroeder. Looney, a screen on Hayes. Schroeder can't get it to go.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Here's James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Gary Payton, second.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
LeBron James taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Anderson. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Hield. And it's Stephen Curry in for Payton. He hits the second from the line.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Outside Schroeder. And he comes up with a bucket. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Back to James. Basket's good. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's 4 fouls for him tonight. He needs to pick his battles wisely going forward.
Schroeder finds Green. There's another block.
Swatting shots away with ferocity.
He is not messing around in this one. Lakers trail by 5. Pass to Vincent. Back to James. Davis with a screen on Wiggins. Shots blocked. Outside Schroeder. And here's Jackson Davis. Wiggins outside.
That's the aggressive part of Andrew Wiggins coming out of him, forcing the defender that time to get his hand in there.
13 foul. At the line for the Warriors, Andrew Wiggins taking 2 shots.
That free throw misses.
As steady as Wiggins is across the board, it's his free throw percentage over the years that hasn't reflected really how good a shooter he is.
And he sinks the second. Here's James. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
So hard to contain LeBron. He's explosive and clever and unpredictable. It's kind of a nightmare for any defense.
That free throw no good. He's good on the second. The Warriors lead by 5. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Green with the ball. Vincent picks him up. Wiggins outside. And that comes off the assist by Green. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Wiggins is shooting it with confidence, and he's a threat to put up some big numbers.
Shakes him. The shot by James, no good. Golden State has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the 4th. Here's Curry. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Yeah, you don't want to put Curry at the line. That's just dangerous, and pretty much 2 points. Stephen, the best free throw shooter ever.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up by 9.
Yeah, we talk so much about Curry being the best shooter after he makes a 3, but there's a lot more to it. I mean, this guy's also the most accurate free throw shooter of all time, so it's pure no matter where it comes from.
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That free throw good from James. 1:51 left in the 4th. Reeves against Curry. Jackson Davis' screen. And the Warriors miss again. Lakers trail by 7. James with the ball. Jackson Davis picks him up. Vincent outside. Over Schroeder. Vincent can't hit.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
It's Wiggins on the wing. Hachimura covering. Pass to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Wiggins for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Warriors.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. Pass to Wiggins, outside Schroeder. There's a screen by Wiggins. Schroeder passes to Wiggins, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Reeves against Curry. Reeves, the pass to Hachimura, and stolen by Green. Pass to Curry. So Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. Stephen, a big-time victory tonight. What aspect of this win pleases you the most?
It was a full team effort. Obviously, you look at the stat sheet, but the little things I'm talking about that we did to win the game tonight are huge. And that's when it's winning time, we showed up, and that means a lot.
It's got to feel good to see it come together. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.